Mr. Chairman, I apologize for taking the floor so long, but I listened to this, well, part of this discussion with fascination, if only because my country, the drought-ridden country, 7 years can go by and we never have a drop of rain. The result of that is we are amongst the country's most expensive water in the world because we have had to resort to desalination plants and reverse osmosis in order to transfer seawater into potable water, water that people can drink and do other things with. Now, I need not tell you, sir, that the cost of reverse osmosis plants and desalination plants are hugely expensive. It has now become a significant part of my country's budget because people cannot live without water. Ambassador Abdallah said water is the new oil. I've said that myself on numerous occasions in this council. Ambassador Monton just pointed out that it's not a problem of the future, it's a problem now, and I can attest to that. Because in my country, water is so precious that we even have regimes about flushing the toilet. How often you can flush it. Children grow up knowing this. You have to preserve water. It's so precious and now becomes so expensive. The one point I want to make is this. All of this is fine. Access to information and all of that, great. But what are we doing about the problem? The problem is developing countries, particularly countries like ours in Latin America that are faced, and the Caribbean, that are faced with these huge water shortages because of drought, and increasingly because of climate change. Somehow we have got to get the development banks and the financial institutions to understand that when needs must be matched by resources, and if the needs is water, and it is now critically a need, and we have to buy reverse osmosis plants, we've got to invest in that. Surely the financial institutions should start gearing their lending programs to take account of the need for the machinery that we have to buy, and to make the terms of loans and more affordable so that countries can invest in the infrastructure, the reverse osmosis plants, and desalination, that will save our people from dying of thirst. We, incidentally, can't grow agricultural products in our country, so we have increasing food insecurity because production in agriculture needs water. And our water is now so expensive, and we have just introduced a new tax on our own people to pay for the machinery that we are bringing in. A tax that they can hardly afford, because right now we are suffering the effects of inflation as a result of the Russia-Ukraine war. We are suffering the effects of the drought in the Panama Canal that has restricted shipping. We are suffering from the effects of the Houthis' attacks on shipping in the Red Sea, all of which has pushed up costs. And we import 70% of everything we consume. So you can understand what that is doing to the cost of living. Why, therefore, can the development banks and financial institutions not recognize that they have to tailor resources to meet real needs? And water is now a critical and fundamental need to be addressed. I thank you for the opportunity to put that on the table.